But if you're trading forex in the European time zone, then you will know that breaking news often happens round about between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. So you often get really strong moves. The live analysis system is trading purely on the basis on a hypothetical basis. So we don't mind if if sometimes we get caught out by those sudden moves, as has happened here. You can see the live analysis system took a short trade here moments before that news announcement was made. As you can see, the news announcement caused a huge amount of volatility in the markets. You should be aware that Hurst said that news announcements cause what he called fundamental interaction. And they don't affect the cycles. They have no influence on the cycles. But what they do is they cause huge volatility in the markets. And the live analysis system got caught out by that volatility. If you were really trading this system, then you would go to Sentient Trader. I'll show you how you would do it. You go to Sentient Trader, and you would say trading no trade zones, and you would declare a no trade zone. Which you absolutely must do when news announcements are expected, which are going to affect the currency pair that you are trading. So you would declare a no trade zone, in which case Sentient Trader would either exit trades before that, or they would, or it wouldn't enter trades shortly before that. I've got some more questions. Would I agree intraday analysis might be more accurate in forex markets since there is more intraday data? They trade 24/5 rather than intraday stocks, since they trade only 6.5 hours a day and they gap frequently on a daily basis. Absolutely, Wojtek, it's a fact. If you are going to use Hurst cyclic principles and Sentient Trader to trade intraday, and by trading intraday, I mean trading really short cycles, 160-minute, 5-hour. If you're trading the longer cycles, like the 1-day or the 2-day cycle, not the 1-day, but perhaps 2-day cycle and longer, which is still intraday trading, then you can do it using stocks. But you need to trade futures pairs or forex. There are loads of instruments. There's no shortage of instruments that you can trade using Sentient Trader intraday. But you just need to realize you're not going to be trading basic stocks that only trade, for 9 hours out of every day, or 6.5 hours a day, as you say. Because where those gaps occur, we don't know what has been happening to the cycles. And Sentient Trader can't figure it out just by pulling it out of thin air. Okay. Would it be possible to apply Hurst cycles to non-time-based charts like fixed price range bars, fixed volume bars, Renko charts? No, Wojtek, it's not. Well, you could do, but then it wouldn't be Hurst cyclic theory. You could do, but it wouldn't be Hurst cyclic theory. And as a matter of interest, just as a small aside, some people go to all the trouble of getting intraday data on a particular market, and we know they do it because we have a thing in place on our servers to block these analyses from being entered into our commonality model. So they go to all the trouble of taking ASCII data intraday, and they open up a spreadsheet and change the date format so that it's not 1 minute bars, but it's daily. So they've got data going back 50 years, but in fact it's 1 minute data. Then they load it into Sentient Trader end of day and perform an analysis with it. If that has ever occurred to you, let me warn you that it's completely meaningless doing that. Sentient Trader performance analysis using what's called a nominal model, which is a model of cycles that we know to exist on an end of day basis. The cycles that exist on an intraday basis are completely different. So an analysis performed on intraday data, or as Wojtek is asking here, fixed price range bars or fixed volume bars or Renko charts or point and figure charts or tick bars or anything like that is meaningless, because a fundamental aspect of Hurst cyclic principles, and one of the things that makes it work, is the fact that these cycles play out over time. The nominal model that Sentient Trader works with is not arbitrary. If you change it and you're analyzing intraday data using an end-of-day nominal model, the results will be meaningless. And the same thing's true, Wojciech, for fixed price range bars. You can play around with it, you can try it, but you will probably find that the analysis will be meaningless, because time is such an important aspect of Hurst cyclic theory. As a matter of interest, several people have said, why can't you create a tick chart in Sentient Trader? And the reason is because tick charts have no time. You get tick charts are every price tick that comes through gets added to a bar until a certain number of ticks have passed, such as 150 ticks or 500 ticks or something like that, and then the next bar starts being built. Tick charts have no fixed time scale at the bottom of the chart. The time scale is not fixed. It's variable, of course. So tick charts are meaningless in terms of Hurst cyclic theory. Okay, that's why Sentient Trader doesn't use tick charts. Mark, I've noticed that the 1 minute live chart refreshes but doesn't always update. Is there something that can be done about this? Mark, are you speaking about in the software, or are you speaking about on the live analysis system? The live analysis system, the 1 minute chart on the live system, that's right. The live system, you must understand this chart is, to make it as high quality as possible, is actually quite a large image. It's about a 90 kilobyte image generally, which has to be generated and has to be transferred up to our server. So the live analysis system only, in fact, sends the chart up to our servers every 3 minutes. So that it's not transferring huge amounts of information every single minute. You might also notice that sometimes the transfer of the chart happens before all of the trading information has been confirmed. That is because the confirmation of trading information happens on an automatic basis, and according to the demand on the computer that's running this live analysis system, sometimes it sends the chart up on completion of a bar, and sometimes it sends it up after it has processed all the trading information. So sort of a subtle difference. I think that might be what you're talking about, with it not refreshing every minute. Yeah, I hope that answers. Okay, good. All right. Well, I've got through all those questions, and I still have so much to talk about with the live analysis system. But I think what I'm going to do, because these trader chats we try to keep to within the 1 hour time limit, otherwise we take up too much of your time. What I still need to, we did receive emails asking us to talk through, to simply watch the live analysis system during a trader chat and talk through what's happening in terms of the trading decisions that it is making, which I look forward to doing. So I think perhaps we should do that in next week's trader chat. We'll watch the live analysis system again, because it is a really great demonstration tool for what Sentient Trader is doing. And as it does it, as it steps through the data, I'll talk about what it's doing and why it's making those decisions, and what all those squiggly lines are and what all those straight dashed lines are, and explain all of that. So we'll be doing that. Next week in Trader Chat. Mark, will we post the Trader Chat from last week? Yes, we will. We apologize for that. We've had difficulties with our YouTube upload process, which happens automatically over the weekend when our offices are not receiving live market data. And we had technical problems with that this weekend. So we are addressing that, and we'll be putting up the trader chats. Wojciech, how can I view past chats? They're on the website. I think Paul can. Paul's with me in Italy at the moment, so he can send you the link to where you can find the past chats. So that brings to an end the sort of main body of what I was going to speak about in today's Trader Chat. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. I have one very exciting announcement to make before I say goodbye, and that is that we are going to be opening the beta testing process on our Hurst signals, our Hurst trading signals. We're going to be opening beta testing. And we are going to be doing that, in fact we have done that today. We've opened beta testing on our Hurst signals. If you would like to be a beta tester of Hurst signals, the beta testing process, we've completed all the alpha testing, and the beta testing process is not going to be very long. But if you would like to be a beta tester on our Hurst trading signal service, you'll get to play around with it for free, as long as you tell us everything that goes wrong, any problems you have. Then please send us an email to info@Sentient Trader. That's the easiest. info@sentienttrader.com. In fact, perhaps you could type that into the... send an email to info@sentienttrader.com saying that you want to be a beta tester on our Hurst signal service. We are limiting the number of beta testers, so please... please send us that email soon. If you're interested in being a beta tester on the Hurst signal service, you get to play around with it for free while we're doing the beta testing. And so that's very exciting. We're very excited about it. Hurst signals are really exciting. I know I keep saying that, but they are. So there's no other way of saying it. Thank you very much, everybody. Anirudh, what is beta testing? Beta testing means you're working with the product before it is released to the public. So there might be a few glitches still in it, and so you help us iron out all the problems. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me on Trader Chat. I have enjoyed being with you, and I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you for your time.